Hello everyone and welcome to today's video review. I am Champion Productions and what I have for y'all I'm actually pretty excited about because it's something pretty new. Now this item has taken over the Star Wars community kind of by storm. It's been all over my Instagram page and all over YouTube and I'm very curious to kind of check it out, and I didn't think they would have it in my local Walmart anytime soon, but lo and behold, they did. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Power Saber Energy Blade by, I believe a company called Goliath. I believe that's the name of the company. I could be wrong about that, but that's what's stamped on the bottom of the box. But like I said, I went to my local Walmart and they had one. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a fully retractable automatic lightsaber. So with most lightsabers that extend or retract, you usually have to manually remove the blade or you have to manually push the blade back into the hilt. This is supposed to do all of that via electronics. So this is something pretty new because Disney has had a lightsaber that they use for their shows for a few years now. And many people have been asking, hey, are you going to release it? And Disney hasn't really said anything about it, and they never really released that lightsaber. But now this company has kind of come out of the blue and just started making these things. Now, it is not obviously Disney quality. These things retail for about $50 US, which is a little bit on the pricey end, so I'm very curious to see how this holds up to such a price tag, given the fact this is more or less meant to be kind of a kid's toy from what I understand. But for Star Wars fans and collectors, this is truly a unique item and a unique collectible, to say the least. Now, I will say, presentation, they are killing it with the presentation here. You can see all the fancy good stuff here, you know, all the kind of specs, everything it can do. You see the saber here with this really nice backdrop that has all the multicolor visual effects. You've got, you know, all their brand logo and stuff like that. The nice window here on the side. I mean, just really, really well done packaging. You don't really get this kind of stuff from Hasbro, and certainly, well, I shouldn't say Disney. I do have a Disney saber that the packaging is pretty top-notch on it with, but yeah, Hasbro stuff is just not as up to par with this. Now, with that being said, I feel like it's time to go ahead and open this up and see what this saber's all about. So it does give you instructions on how to pull the saber out of the box, so I'm going to follow the instructions. First, it says open base, so we're going to go ahead and cut this bad boy open. Ah! Okay. Then it says to remove the manual, which they were right. And then you're supposed to just slide the whole thing out. I don't know if I caught any of the tape removal on camera. I apologize if I don't. I'll just cut that out of the video. But this is what you're really here for, is me removing a piece of cardboard. Now this is the main event. And the cool thing is, from the looks of things, you get a display base for the lightsaber, which is really nice. And then I reckon you just kind of turn these keys on the back of the box and remove it. Okay, simple enough. How about that? You know, I gotta give this company kudos, because, like, they're doing a lot of things a lot of other companies just aren't doing right now. And in my books, it's working. And then you got the saber right here. And then it looks like you got these clamps. Oh, okay. Yeah, the clamps just kind of come off. And then you finally get the saber, which is really kind of chunky. But you do get a display base with the lightsaber, which honestly is really cool. They didn't have to do that, but I mean, you know, I do think with the price tag being where it's at, I definitely see that kind of being a good thing to have, because at $50, this thing's got my interest. But now we need batteries, because batteries are allegedly not included. Let's try powering it on. Yeah, no. Okay, batteries. Okay, so I got my screwdriver, and on the box it says that there is a little battery port right here. It takes 4 AA batteries, so it's going to have plenty of juice. Tell me this screwdriver is not big enough. Can I use a flathead screwdriver just to get it open, please? Yes. We're making it work. So you simply open up this little battery compartment here. Oh, it's spring-loaded. And you take the little compartment. We're getting all fancy here, people. Stay. You take the little compartment that you get right here, and you insert your batteries. It does show you which way the battery is supposed to be, in fact, facing, which, you know, like I said, the packaging, yeah, that's visuals. You know, it's not a testament to the saber itself, but okay, and that's good. So if you look at the battery little box here, it's got a little plus. Let's see if I can't get my camera to focus on that. It's got a little plus and a little minus, and if you look at the inside of this, it's got the same thing. There's a plus and a minus showing you where to drop the... It beeped. You've got power, people. Hang on, I wanted to do that again. Let's... Is it not going to do it again? Don't embarrass me. Okay, let's try it. I don't know. Okay, here we go. And then you just drop the battery compartment back in and screw it right back on up. And then, if I'm not mistaken, you just turn on the power. I reckon that's it. Dude! What? Does this thing have smooth swing? Hang on. No, I don't think it has smooth swing. I was about to say, for 50 bucks, if this thing has smooth swing, I'm about to lose it. I'm going to turn the lights off here so we can kind of see what we're dealing with brightness-wise. Because it does appear to be baselit. But let's go ahead and retract this on camera. What is this? That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to turn the lights off, like, altogether. Okay. So you obviously can't see me too well. It's not overly bright. But you can see it. It does illuminate in the light. Or in the night. That is crazy. Like, that is absolutely insane. There you go. You can still kind of see me. I'm here. But we're going to activate the saber. And you can see it lights up. It is very dull, especially when you compare it to some other lightsabers on the market. You know, baselit lightsabers, NeoPixel, definitely does not touch that by a mile. But I mean, it's cool. Like, and it's spinnable, and I feel like the blade is durable enough to actually, like, have lightsaber battles with. Like, I actually do feel like there's... I do feel like it's got good quality behind the blade. Definitely just a very unique product. That's just crazy to me. That's just absolutely insane. Now, kind of going over the physical look at the lightsaber and everything else for a brief second. You've got the gold switch and you've got the black power button, but outside of that, physically there's not a whole lot going into the lightsaber itself. It's molded in a gray plastic, which does look very nice, but there's no paint applications or anything. You do have a belt clip here on the side, right next to a speaker box and another speaker box there on the bottom. So you can clip this to your belt and kind of carry it around with you, which I think is an awesome inclusion. I really do like that. I think that's really cool. But physically speaking, that's pretty much all you get. It's one of those things, you get what you see as far as the saber hilt design goes, but there's nothing really wrong with that. I would have preferred to see a little bit of maybe silver and black paint, but that's just me. It's not the brightest. Now, the sound quality on it is pretty decent. Definitely not the best I've ever heard, but I will say the sound system they utilize is not very laggy like a lot of traditional, mass market lightsabers. Kind of mainly talking about more or less Disney or Hasbro released lightsabers. Like this one's pretty reactive to your movements, and it's got flash on flash, which is pretty cool. So you hit the saber, and the blade flashes and everything. Let me cut these lights down. So it does have flash on clash, which is pretty nice. And like I said, the sound quality is... the blade's pretty reactive to your movements. Which is pretty neat as well. But overall, I think it's a really good product. I think $50 is a little bit steep, especially when you look at the physical attributes of the lightsaber. It's a little bit bare bone, but, I think the company's doing best with what they have to work with. And I think for a first stab, knocked it out of the ballpark. Like, I genuinely think, and it includes a display stand, you get the instructions, the presentation is on point. I think this company is off in the right direction. I do think this is really well done. So if you are a Star Wars fan and you're looking to pick up something really cool, something really unique, then this is definitely it. This is an amazing product. I think they did a really good job with it. But guys, that's my opinions on the lightsaber. Let me know what you thought of the Power Saber Energy Blade down in the comment section below, and I'll be looking out for your commentary because I'm curious to see, what do you guys think? Do you think this is the future of lightsabers? Or do you think this will be a short-lived little snippet of Star Wars history? I'm curious to see what you guys have to think. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video from my channel. That's all for me, Champion Productions, signing off.